Well, welcome. This is the first the hometown scene with Jenni, and then that's me. I'm Jennifer Johnson. If I look familiar, it's because I am a regular on Hamilton County Television. I do have another show that we won't talk about today because we're talking about the hometown scene with Jenni, and this is all about hometown. Actually, HamiltonCountyCalendars.com. We're trying to make you aware. Hamilton County Calendars is the community calendar that's been online since 1992, and officially, well, I'll say it again, originally the Noblesville.com.
It was originally the calendar of Noblesville.com.
It was originally the calendar of Noblesville.com.
And now it is standalone calendar.
Oh, okay, because there was another calendar. So, but we just want everybody to know about Hamilton County calendars. So you have to go on there, check HamiltonCountyCalendars.com, and if you're in Hamilton County, you want to have your event listed on there. And even if you're not in Hamilton County, you want your event listed on there. There's a number of events happening today and throughout the next few months in the fall, and obviously there's things happening all the time. And you, Miss Teresa Pankin.
Correct,
right?
very
yes.
good.
Okay. Teresa gets to be the inaugural first guest of Hometown Scene with Jenni. I'm going to stumble over all of that, but eventually I'll get to it.
You'll get there.
But Teresa, welcome.
Thank you. And I'm glad to be your first guest.
Isn't that kind of scary?
Kind of cool, actually. It's kind of cool.
You'll correct me when I say the wrong things about my own show, because you know it better than I do. Teresa, tell us about you. And you've got a very special cause and event that's coming up, so we want to make sure everybody knows about it. So take it away, Teresa.
We do, actually. So I am a veteran, and
I look at people that look so young, and I'm like, how are they veterans? Okay, go ahead.
I'm not really that young.
Okay.
So I'm a veteran, and a friend of mine and I have started a nonprofit to really focus on a problem that we have in this country of homeless veterans. It's actually appalling if you look at the numbers that of 10% of our homeless population is veterans, and every single day 22 veterans commit suicide. Most of them suffer from mental illness or substance abuse or PTSD. I mean, we've been at war continuously since 1990, and because that war doesn't really affect us in Indiana or actually in America, we forget about that.
Right.
But there are lots and lots of people who have been to war and are suffering from that. Right. This state is very, very patriotic. We actually have the 4th largest National Guard population, and we are certainly not the 4th largest state. So lots and lots of people in our area have served and are serving, and they need our help, and people all over this country need our help, because this is not a Republican issue, this is not a Democratic issue, this is an American issue.
And you're already answering the question I wrote down, is why is this project necessary? Because of those numbers, because it happens everywhere, and we're here in Indiana, we think we're not seeing it in our backyard. So go ahead.
Well, it is in our backyard. I mean, they actually do quite a lot in Indianapolis. We have some good programs, but where we would like to focus in this state particularly is in Terre Haute. So we've actually been working with the Indiana State University with their sustainability community and taking over some vacant lots in Terre Haute and building tiny homes for veterans that are sustainable. And then Terre Haute, along with ISU, has an amazing community garden. So that would be what it looked like. But our flagship project we're actually working on is out in Oregon. And as I said, this is an issue that's national. And we hope to be able to take this to other states and other communities who are saying, we have this issue, please help us. And we would love to be able to do that. So we're looking for land in Oregon where we would actually build 20 to 40 sustainable tiny homes and put them in like a platoon type setting, like what we're used to in the military, and be able to let those veterans, participate in as much of that community as possible. And, we would have a permaculture design where they would get to grow vegetables and different things. So really helping them rehabilitate, because as a country, we've not done a great job with that, quite frankly.
Yeah. So Valiant Seed is its name. How do they
Correct.
reach you? We do have people that are going to be listening potentially and not seeing the screen. So can
Okay.
you give them the contact information? And then you've got a big event coming up that
do.
we want to help you with.
So Valiant Seed, is the name of the organization, and you can, it's VALIANT, seed, SEED, just like the plant, at gmail.com is probably the best way to reach us. We also have a Facebook page. If you search that, it will come up, and we're in the midst of building our website. But, as a grassroots nonprofit, that was not the first priority.
Right, certainly.
So we're doing that. And the big event that we have is actually November 14th, to kind of correspond with Veterans Day a little bit. We're having a fundraiser out at the Eagles Lodge in Plainfield, which is a West Side event for those of you that are up here, but it's not that far. It's right off of US 40, pretty easy to get to. It starts at 6:30, and we're going to be raising money to build that first house. So each house is about $20,000.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah, about $20,000, which sounds like a lot, but the great thing about these homes is they're sustainable, and it will provide the veteran a bill-free lifestyle. So these homes will be using solar power, water catchment, gray water recycling, compostable toilets. So once the veteran gets in this home, it's his or hers, and there's no other bill that has to go with that. And we find that really important, a part of the project, and it's not something we're willing to bend on. So that's why the costs are a little bit more expensive.
Right.
You'll see articles or say, well, we can build a tiny house for $4,000, and that very well may be true, but it won't look like this, and it won't be as sustainable as
So
this.
if they go on your Facebook page, just look Valiant Seed, and they go on there, can they, because we're not going to be all able to go to Oregon with you, but we could contribute. Can they do it
Absolutely.
that way, or you
Absolutely.
can email you at the Valiant Seed at
Absolutely. Yeah, you could do. You can contribute through PayPal at the
Okay.
valiantseed at
Okay.
gmail.com, and then on that Facebook page, there's a link at the bottom left. How they can purchase tickets, so they can go to our event. But the event will be dinner buffet.
And what is the date again? One
It
more
is
time.
November 14th.
Okay.
So it'll be dinner, a silent auction. We've got some really great things we're auctioning off, and then we'll have a great band, a local cover band called Southern Bridges, and they're actually opening for Brad Paisley in a couple weeks.
Wow,
So
I think I'm going to.
yeah, so not bad.
Just to hear the
And
band.
they're vets too, so they're
Oh,
they're
cool.
donating their time, and we're really thankful that they're jumping on board.
Well, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal that we're going to have you back on, because your event's not till November, but that's
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
creep up very quickly.
It is.
And I know your schedule is kind of tight as far as getting here, so we thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
And yes, and we will be. This will be up, and we'll post it, and we'll let people know. And obviously, you'll be doing the same thing. Let's have you come back sometime in, I don't know, maybe when's November?
November 14th.
14th, so maybe
It's a
sometime
Saturday night.
early or late October.
That'd be great. I'll take you up on that.
Thank you very much for
Thanks,
coming.
Jennifer.
You're welcome. And one more time, it is valiantseed at gmail.com or Facebook Valiant Seed. And
it.
really and it's Teresa Pankin, that's your contact lady right here. Thank you for being our
Thank
first
you.
guest.
It's my pleasure.
You're welcome. And we'll see you. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got more to tell you about happenings here in Hamilton County and surrounding areas.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
Welcome back to Jennifer. Oh, actually, it's the hometown scene with Jenny. I knew I was going to do that. And so glad that you've joined us today. We're thankful to Logan Street Signs and Banners for being our sponsor, but we're actually here to talk about HamiltonCountyCalendars.com, which has been on, it's been the community calendar that's been online since 1992. And it was the original Noblesville.com calendar, and now it actually is the original. It is the Noblesville.com.
It's the official calendar.
It's the official. I'm going to get all these words right. So it's been out there, actually in 1992, how many different websites were even out there?
Yeah.
In different resources. So anyway, Hamilton County Calendars, you need to get your event on there, and we're just so happy to have our second guest.
Number 2.
It's number 2. It's Neil Osburn. Is it Osburn?
Osburn. It's okay.
Okay. So, Neil, you actually have, you're an insurance guy, which we have that in common, but
Insurance guy, yes.
But you're-
Don't hold that against me.
no, we won't hold it against you. I know when people you walk in the door and you say you're insurance, it kind of scares some people. But you know what? I know that you're very serious about your insurance, and you're very serious about what you do with this whole. You're having a fundraiser.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It'll be the Rochester Open. So the Rochester
Rochester.
Open's actually been a friend of mine by the name of Derek Rochester, who's a great man, who has put on a golf outing for the past several years to benefit various local causes and things that he's passionate about. And Derek's actually asked us to kind of jump on board, a couple of our friends, because we got something a little closer to home.
Yeah.
And really what that is and what that'll entail is a golf outing to honor retired Chief Brian Sanford, who is served as the chief for the Fire Department of Indianapolis for several years and has been a firefighter for many, many years and really served our community in a really awesome and passionate way. Brian was diagnosed with ALS a handful of years ago and has been forced to step down from his roles as fire chief, but has really touched us and all the people in his life. One of the cool things about Chief Sanford is that everybody that we've gone to talk to about either sponsorship or playing has just had wonderful things to say about him. So it's a great way to honor somebody, raise some money for ALS, and then also just have a great time.
Now, just a personal question about, have you ever had anybody else that has been affected by ALS at
Not
all?
me personally. So Brian would be the first person that I've kind of known on a personal level.
Well, the only reason I bring, my grandmother died of ALS, but then I watched the movie the other day, The Theory of Everything. Did
Okay.
you see that?
I have not
It's
seen
about Hawkins, but he's still living. I don't understand but obviously it's a very devastating, horrible disease. Now, Mr. Rochester, no, who's the gentleman?
Mr. Sanford, Brian
Sanford. Okay.
Yes.
Now he's doing as well as he can be doing, but
Yeah.
obviously-
Brian is still getting around and doing, really being able to do a lot of still day-to-day tasks.
But
and things
ALS
like
is
that.
horrible.
It's a very horrible disease, and one of the reasons why, obviously, we have a personal connection
Yeah.
to home, but there's not a lot of research dollars that go into it because not very many people have it. So they don't know much about the disease. So the more dollars they can get, the more research they can get, and then maybe in 10 years we'd be a little bit closer to having a cure or people having a better quality of life.
Which is obviously a very important thing. Tell us, what is the event? Now, you say the actual event's happening at Pebblebrook.
Yeah, the event will be at Pebblebrook, and it's a golf outing. It's just your normal scramble outing. It'll be at 2:30 on September 12th.
Which is coming up.
Which is coming up fast, so we're filling up very quickly, but there are spots available. Pebblebrook's been great and offered us tons of different amenities and the full course. So we can get a lot of players there. It's $75. That's going to include some beverages on the course, obviously the golf, and then a dinner afterwards. So it's a great value. It's going towards a great cause. We've got some awesome sponsors. Firehouse Subs, our title sponsor,
hey.
Which is a great tie-in to what Chief Sanford did,
yeah.
and they've been awesome, and they've really helped us a lot in that capacity. And then we'll hopefully get some good play from the fire department because they respected Chief Sanford. So we'll have a lot of community service people there, and it's just be a great fun way to really honor those people that kind of put their lives on the line for us every day, that don't ask for anything in return.
Right. It's a great thing. Now tell us, best way for people to get in touch with you.
Yeah, I would say just call my cell phone, 317-989-2598. There's also a website, which is tinyurl.com/Rochester Open.
Okay.
And all that information will be on that site. But feel free to call me, and I can direct you or take your name, and we'll figure it out together.
Yeah, and I know we had an email up there for you. Is it Neil at
Neil@ruppinsurance.net.
Okay.
Rupp is RUPP, and Neil is NEIL.
Yeah, that's always good to be able to tell people. And Rupp Insurance, just briefly.
Sure.
And then you
Sure.
can tell us one more time
Sure.
the date of the. But what does Rupp Insurance do?
We're an independent agency, so we're in Carmel, Indiana. So we're a small, family-owned agency. We focus primarily on, the people that need insurance and want some service to that. So, small businesses, personal auto and home, life insurance, and then your health insurance.
So you contact Neil because you want to help with this big fundraiser, this great fundraiser that's happening at Pebble Brook on September 12th. What day is that? What day is
That is a Saturday.
It's
That
a
is
Saturday, so it's coming up pretty quick. But you can, and then he can give you insurance quotes. I don't think he's going to force
I
that
will
on
not-
you, so don't worry about it.
I
but
will
he's
not sell you insurance if you
He
call
will
me about
not-
the outing.
No,
FYI.
but just so you know, he's got quite. I think you've got a lot of credentials, and we've met and talked, and then when he was talking about this fundraiser, I said this would be great. We need to get you on the show, and if we can get some PR for Rupp Insurance, that would be good too.
That's
Couldn't
all-
hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt.
Doesn't
So
hurt.
one more time, the day of your
Saturday, September 12th, 2:30 p.m. Please come on out and play. It'll be a great time. We have a lot of really fun people that'll be there, and we'll make it as enjoyable as possible. I promise.
So, give us that website one more time
Sorry.
because it is, and then I just want to ask one other
Sure.
question.
It's tinyurl.com/Rochester Open.
Rochester Open, cool. What if somebody just so they can donate at that website right now?
Yeah, if you go to that website, there'll actually be a ability to sign up to play golf, as well as some sponsorship
Okay,
and
so there's
donation type
opportunities
stuff.
to
So,
sponsor even if you couldn't play
yeah,
golf.
yeah.
Okay.
They, if somebody says, "Hey, I hate golf," or "I suck at golf," like me,
I was gonna say, like me.
certainly can just go on and donate money, or just come out and hang out if you want. You can drive around in the cart with me and be my caddy for the day.
Oh, cool idea. Well, thank you. You were our second guest. It wasn't too
two.
painful.
No, it's great.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
look forward to hearing about that. Hopefully it was a great turnout.
Yeah.
Now, just like we said with all these events, both of my guests today, both Neil and Teresa, if you happen to catch the earlier one, these events are on HamiltonCountyCalendars.com. And we would like you to start using that calendar if you have not. So the hometown scene is going to focus
It's not
on.
limited to Hamilton County.
No, it's not limited to Hamilton County, as Teresa found out when she was actually on there, because her event is happening in Plainfield. But you know what? We all need to work together, and there, with social media and internet websites, we can all go on there and support it, even if you can't be there. So thank you, Neil. We're going to take a break. I don't know, we might be back in a minute, because there are a couple of events happening locally today and over the next few days I want to just make sure you're aware of. And so don't go anywhere. The Hometown Scene with Jenni will be right back.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore. but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
That'd be funny.
Oh, this. Oh, yeah, right. Hey, thank you for being here today. This is just, we have so much fun here at Hamilton County Television, and I'm Jennifer Johnson. And actually, you have just been here for the very first inaugural, yeah, there's nobody sitting in the chair. It's no magic screen or anything. I'm here all by myself, but it's Jennifer Johnson and the Hometown Scene with Jenni. And we're just talking today, trying to get you to get your events over on HamiltonCountyCalendars.com. We had two great guests today. We thank Logan Street Signs and Banners for having us in. And we'll be back, I think, next Thursday again. Hamilton County Calendars is the community calendar that has been online since 1992. And we just want you to know that it is the official Noblesville.com calendar now.
And you can actually watch Hamilton County TV on there too.
And you can actually watch Hamilton County TV on there as well, on the Hamilton County calendars. So if you would like your event mentioned on here, if you'd like to come on and promote your event, we would ask you to put that on Hamilton County calendars. And you know what? You don't have to be in Hamilton County calendar to put it on there. I am Jennifer Johnson. I'm Jennifer to the rescue. I do have a show on Tuesdays at noon. You can reach me at 317-513-6823. And JenniferToTheRescue.com is actually the website. Just a couple events I would mention. I know there's a wonderful Dan's Fish Fry happening today from 4 to 7 out at Harbor Manor Care and the Lodge, which I believe, yes it is. Oh my goodness, what is the address? It's over on Sheridan Road. It's here in Noblesville. 1667 Sheridan Road. I can't believe how small that was. But that's here in Noblesville, and there's signs all over. There's going to be awesome music. I'll be there. Part of the music. We also have Cabela's grand opening continues today. It continues today. And then is this the kickoff day? Is this the day?
Today was the ribbon cutting and open
Ribbon
day.
cut and open. Okay, so if you want to get out to Cabela's, I think you could probably still stop in. They'll probably have some specials going on for a while, don't you think? So funny. This is what we're going to do. We're going to banter back and forth between Mr. Jim Wofford, who's over there, and we have the Noblesville Thursday Market. There's actually a farmer's market that starts, it goes from 5 to 8 here in Noblesville. And next week, the featured music is me. So you'll have to check it out. And anyway, there's also a preschool splash bash. Do you know what that is? Okay. Well, these are things that are on the Hamilton County calendar, so you have to go there and check it out. we're going to be focusing the next few months, just trying to get everybody to go out to Hamilton County calendars, check out what's going on, put your events on there, and help us to get the word out about this wonderful resource that very few people know about. And I think I will leave it at that. I'm Jennifer Johnson on behalf of Hamilton County calendars, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Hamilton County Television. Boy, that's a mouthful. I'll say see you next week, and thank you very much for the time. And I thank my guests Teresa and Neil for bringing their wonderful events. And we'll get you guys back on so you can talk more. It did go fast. Thank you. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. Next week, hopefully.